Hi, this is Jess, one of the relationship revivalists, and I wanted to talk to you again about fear and anxiety today. Just kind of going again on our journey that we're going on. If you watched the first video, if you haven't, please check that one out as a good introduction. But I wanted to share one or two key points from this book that I picked up and started reading. It's called Make Fear Bow by Gary V. Whetstone. And in the second chapter, he talks about the origin of fear. That's what it's called, the origin of fear. And something that really stuck out to me on this that has helped me so much, and that I've thought about over and over this week after reading it, is in the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, their only source of information at the beginning was God. But then when Eve started listening to the serpent, and then they both succumbed to his wily, enticing ways, and then the fall happened, then their source of information was no longer God, but the devil. And their first reaction to that was fear. And it was like, oh my gosh, that's huge. So it was made very clear to me that our source of information should only be God. Because when you are listening to God, you're not going to feel afraid because God doesn't deal in fear. He doesn't use fear to help his cause. He will never bring fear to you to try to get you to do something. And so that's really good to know kind of the key players, because there's God, who is love, there's the devil, who brings fear, and then there's us. And it's like, who are we going to listen to? So if you make a point to decide your sole source of information is going to be from God, what God says, and godly avenues of information, then you'll see fear dramatically decrease in your life. And that's helped me this week even. When I would start to feel fear or anxiety about something, I would think, where's that source of information coming from? If I feel afraid, is it from God? Nope. Not from God. I don't have to. I'm not obligated to fall into that fear. I'm not obligated to listen to that because it's not from God. And I love this. Let's see, let me find this verse in here. God, instead of the devil, becomes our new source of knowledge, wisdom, and information. I just want to read this verse, Galatians 5:1. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty by which Christ has made us free, and do not be entangled again with a yoke of bondage. And Gary Whetstone talks about how if you have an area of fear in your life, it's actually an area of bondage in your life. And that really made me think, like, whoa, I don't want to think that I have bondage in my life. I'm supposed to be free in Christ, right? And so that kind of made me take into account areas that I've allowed myself to be afraid in, and kind of allowed even a stronghold sometimes of fear, because I want to walk out my freedom in Christ. And so I just want to share those couple of key things with you. If you have found this video helpful, please like and please share, and I will see you in the next one.